Hold on. Hey, not for babies. What are you doing? Hello, alright, let me get this rearranged just a baby bit. All right, perfect. I also need to sit up. Gotta have good posture. All right, welcome to the first episode of the 90 Day Fiancé Tell All. They've split this episode into two parts, and we just had part one Sunday. And it was messy. If you if you were here for the last tell all, I think it's like a comparable amount of messy, if it makes sense. You know what I mean? It wasn't like the same mess. We definitely didn't have any secret Discord secret Discord group chats from any of the cast members. But it was good. It was messy. Crying, pregnancy announcements. We had it all. Fighting, yelling, everything. It all happened. So, I will be more than happy to go over it all with you. Let's see. Let's start with the couple that was sort of a non-starter this episode, and have kind of been a non-starter the entire season, and that is Nick and Devin. So they were on the season, if you remember, back like halfway through. They were off the season because they got married and they didn't have any other issues. Nick was from Korea and Devin's from Arkansas, and he's now, as the latest we've heard, he's in Arkansas with her. They're happily married. I think we're gonna get into them a little bit next episode, but they're really not the pot stirrers. They're not very dramatic, so there wasn't much there for them. But they both looked great. No issues. This meme was good. It's how they edit everything for the commercial break versus the reality of the situation, which is nowhere nearly as bad. But still entertaining. But they get you during the previews because you're like, oh man, what are they gonna what's and then and then you watch it and you're like, oh, that's what it was. That's what it was this whole time. So it's still entertaining. Not the, I don't know. It was definitely fiery. I'm not gonna lie. So let me see which wonderful memes I've saved for you all this evening. I'm trying to refresh myself. I made a PowerPoint for the first time in forever. For the first time in forever, Cordelia made a PowerPoint. It's not very good, and that's not how the song goes anymore. But for the first time in forever, don't know. Yeah, so this was the one Nick and Devin meme that I saved. They really seemed like the most genuine couple there. Devin had a glow up, perhaps. I read an article and saw actually on her TikTok she posted about how when they were filming the season, she wasn't in the best headspace, or I don't know, she had a lot going on, and she wasn't a fan of how she was captured on TV and how she was portrayed. So since the filming of the season and the filming of the tell-all, she's gotten over those things and kind of come into her own in regards to that. So, like, good for her. She looked beautiful. It was a good one. She looked great. They seem like they're gonna do just fine. It seems like they're still together based on her TikTok, because her TikTok came up on my For You page, and I didn't recognize her. She looked totally different But then I like saw it and was like, huh. And then all the comments were like, loved you on 90 Day, and I was like, oh my god. So I checked her out, or I checked her TikTok out. I didn't check her out. I didn't check her out. Yeah, and it seems like her and Nick are still together, which is good. I'm happy for them. I'm sure they'll get a little bit of limelight in the next episode. Let's see. And then let me see who else we've got. I got a good grade in work today, by the way. Like, you're not actually graded at my job, but I got told I'm doing a good job. And all I'm thinking of is the, bitch, you're doing a good job, audio. Oh, I guess we can see the excitement in my voice? I guess we can talk a bit about Justin and Nikki. This episode, like, I already knew they were fake. Like, nothing about them. I mean, like, quite literally, like, with Nikki, with the amount of work she's had done and everything like that, she's not, real. Like, the amount of implants and everything, which no judgment in regards to her wanting to do that, but there's too much. But she's been on other television shows like Botched, and there was another one. We can we can find out. We can find out. Celebrities, do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out. BoJack Horseman reference, everyone. That nobody cares about, just me. But anyways, she was on a bunch of other shows, so she's just trying to, like, get her, I guess, 30 seconds of fame, or minutes, 15 minutes, 15 seconds, it's 15 minutes of fame, so she's going for, like, 30 minutes of fame, which is fine, whatever she wants. But it's obnoxious. They shouldn't have been on this season of 90 Day Fiancé, and I've said this before, they should have been on before the 90 days if they were going to shoehorn in some kind of plot with these two. They were on the wrong season. They literally fit none of the requirements to be on the regular season of 90 Day Fiancé. And that doesn't mean the other shows are lesser shows. The premises are just different. Before the 90 days is before the 90 days. They don't have the K1 visa, like, already there. They don't need to be there. Jasmine and Gino were on before the 90 days for, like, 2 seasons. Which was, exhausting. And then they were on this season once they had the K1 visa. So, like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. But I feel like there might have been some influence there, thinking that maybe more people watch the original, even though, like, Before the 90 Days isn't a bad, like, spin-off. At this point, more, of, like, the memes and the memorable moments actually come from Before the 90 Days. Everything with Big Ed and Rose, that was all before the 90 days. Like, Paul and Karini, that was before the 90 days. And then eventually, the actual one. But I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me why they were there. It was an exhausting storyline. And I don't believe a minute of it. And I think that's kind of... it's unfortunate that the transgender representation on this season was such a fake storyline. No one has treated, based on what we've seen, no one has treated Nikki poorly or done anything like that. I don't, I don't believe the show is pushing any sort of, like, rhetoric that would be of harm to, transgender individuals or the whole community, anything like that. But it would be better to see a genuine storyline, versus one that's so done up. Like, I don't know. It's really something. They've had this before. They've had genuine storylines with trans people, so like what's going on? um, Here, I saved a couple memes of them, I think. So yeah, it was bad acting, and it's unfortunate because I like Justin Igor, whatever you want to actually call him. I mean, Igor is his legal name. I liked him. I thought he was like funny. Per the snippets that I saw of next week, things might like really take a turn for the worst. But I'm also like thinking it may just be like this meme right here. So I guess we'll find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But they talked about Nikki and Justin like a little bit. Like, Sean Robinson's the host of 90 Day Fiancé Tell-Alls, and she's like, and so can we, like, let's talk about what's going on with you. Like, last time we saw you, Nikki, Justin had broken up with you via text. Like, how is the relationship? And then Nikki's like, yeah, like, I went over there for his birthday after they had broken up. And I'm like, girl, this is so fake. Fake. I don't know, it made me mad. Justin didn't really talk much. The things he did say, I don't know if it was just that there was like a language barrier, or he just truly had nothing of substance to contribute. It was very much like non sequiturs. Nikki, actually, I thought she looked beautiful. Let me find a picture of her dress. She was done up so nice, in my opinion. Now, to be fair, I am very theatrical in nature, and I enjoy the over-the-top nature of her outfit. Let me find it. I think there's... well, Jasmine had a nice outfit too, but... 90 Day Tell-All. And then it was funny because Justin compared her to a bird. And I see it. I need a full body picture. I need to see the full outfit. Well, this is her, like, sitting, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna open this. She really just looks like an amorphous blob in this picture. I'm sorry, it's not very flattering. But she had this big, beautiful pink high-low tulle gown. I thought it was gorgeous. I loved it. I would love to try it on and wear it. But it was like too much. She was in the way of everyone. She had to keep moving her dress and all the pieces, parts all around because people were gonna step on it. Like it was too much of a production. And I think that's just I think that's sort of the theme with her. There's just too much of a production, and the production value isn't great. So I'm hoping we don't see her. Or Justin truly on any other seasons. I hope this was sort of a one-off, and that after this season we'll be done with their storylines. They won't want to become recurring characters. I'm hoping she wants to move on to greener pastures because I don't know if I can handle it anymore. But yeah, basically she went over to Moldova for his birthday after they had broken up. And then Sean is like, and so, like, what is the status of your relationship today? And they're like, oh, we're still broken up. Like, okay. Sure. Then why are we here? Please tell me. It was wild. Let me see, who else do we have? I mean, we have many people. Oh, let me see. We had Sam and Citra, and Sam, spoiler alert, is not in prison, which is good for him. We were concerned at the, throughout the season since he was introduced, that perhaps he would have to go back to jail. He does not. It's, at least as of the time that the tell-all was recorded, he was not in jail. Good on him for that. But Citra, like, has this thing, because they have a little, like, green screen not back rooms. Oh my god. Green room. Not green screen. They have, like, a green room moment before they actually go out to film the tell-all. And she's like, I have some exciting news. And I'm like, oh, she's pregnant. Like, that was my instant thought. And then this is how Sam breaks the news. I gotta find it. Here it is. Okay, so Citra's all excited to tell everyone. And they go and they sit down. And I think they're the first couple to be asked anything. And Sean's like, and Sam and Citra are like, how are you doing? And Sam just goes, he goes, as you know, I'm a horny freak, and we're pregnant. And I felt like, I was like, oh my god, like, let Citra say something. But, I'm happy for them. Hope good things come their way. I just thought it was funny how it was done. Very good. Very... feels good. Feels organic. We didn't really get into their storyline much at all either. On the tell-all portion, so I'm sure they'll be more prominent next week. And it sounds like that there's gonna be, I feel like it's manufactured drama, or more things where it was cut out of context, like the fireplace. That's sort of how I feel about that, because it looked like it was talking, like, very briefly about the idea of Sam cheating on Citra, but I don't know. I don't think that's right. I think they cut some things out of context to try to make it look worse than it is. So, who knows? I guess we'll find out. But, yeah, that's sort of where we ended up with them for now. The next couple, I think, worth saying anything at all about would be Sophie and Rob. So they are out of LA. They moved to Austin, Texas, maybe? I think they moved to Austin. And Rob said he got a place with the indoor plumbing. Where's the man of the year? Yeah, I stepped up as a man. I got us an apartment with a bathroom. And it sounds like they're okay, but then of course the 90 Day Fiancé tell-all loves to bring in like side characters, and it's usually family members and things like that. So of course they bring Sophie's mom in, and she's on video, of course, and and she goes, oh, and then Sean is like, and Sophie's mom, I can't think of her name right now. She's like, Sophie's mom, how do you feel about the relationship now that they're married? And then Sophie's mom is like, I fucking hate him. She didn't say that exactly, but that was the vibe. She was like, I don't trust him. He's dumb. He didn't have a job. He still may not have a job. And he didn't have a bathroom. And, and then Sean's like, wow. Okay. No, Sean's like, wow. Okay. Well, thank you so much. And Rob, how does that make you feel? And then Rob's like, you're wrong about me. Like, I stepped up as a man. I got us an apartment with a bathroom. It's like, you sure did. But then they bring up Rob's infidelity, like, before all the show went down. Or, like, they touched on it very briefly, because Sophie kept being like, I'm concerned he's gonna cheat on me again. But I really love him, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But she, like, kept checking his phone, and they had this big blow-up fight in the car once, where she was like, why do you still have dating apps on your phone? And then he was like, and why do you still have dating apps on your phone? And she said she was using Bumble for friends. Like, I know there is supposedly a section for friends. And then she like found his Instagram DMs, and he was like responding to all these like models or maybe like adult entertainment individuals, I guess that's the best way to put it. So she was like ready to break up with him right then and there when they were in like the car, but she didn't, and she stuck around, and they're married, and I think they're now in Texas. But it was weird, like all of the cast members were taking Rob's side in the whole situation, which I kind of don't get, because like not that he was like in the wrong, but there were things he could have done in terms of his housing, his job before Sophie got there, while they were applying for the K1 visa and everything like that, where they could have he could have prepared better. He could have gotten a place with indoor plumbing. Yes. So Rob's all there to defend himself, and then we find out that Sophie's mom was paying the rent for Sophie's house in Mexico. Like, they lived separately, her and her mom, even though she's from the UK, but... And Rob was like, yeah, like, Sophie, how'd you afford that nice house in Mexico? And then she's like, my mom was paying the rent, Rob. And he was like, what do you think, Rob? What were you supposed to think? They've already told you that they're, like, well off. Like, use your thinking cap. But I don't know why he didn't, he wasn't under more flack. But I don't know. Her mom is never going to see eye to eye with him, and Sophie did nothing to stick up for Rob at all. Like, she was like, well, yeah, like, I see where my mom's coming from, but, when it's like, that is your husband, I don't, like, feel bad for him, but I felt bad that she wouldn't even be like, Mom, stop saying that. You've said that this whole time. I love him. Whatever. You can think what you want to think, but don't speak to him that way, or something like that. I was waiting for that, and that moment never came. So, interesting there. They briefly touched on Sophie's bisexuality, but it was like the stupidest thing in the world. Not being bisexual, the way the whole conversation came up, it was because they apparently had viewer questions submitted. And first of all, if there were viewer questions to be submitted, 1, why wasn't I contacted? 2, who the hell did you contact? And 3, did those people even watch the season? Because they were asking the dumbest questions on planet Earth. There was a couple, or I think it was a couple, and it was like, okay, we have a couple couples that want to ask the cast members a question, and you're thinking it's going to be something, Rob, how do you feel about about having your OnlyFans page up still, whatever. No, they go, Sophie, how do you turn the bi part of your brain off when you're with Rob? That's what you ask? You watched the whole season and could ask a myriad of questions, and you ask her how she turns the bi part of her brain off? The other questions, there were 2 more that they showed. One of them was, it was for Annalie and Clayton, and it was, Annalie, have you ever wanted to eat Clayton's guinea pigs? Stupid question. Dumb. Next. The third question, and the most awful of them all, was, it was for everyone, and not everyone responded, and I just can't believe it. I just can't believe they were like, and if you could sleep with any member of the 90 Day Fiancé universe, and I'm glad they acknowledge it's a whole universe now, Who would it be? Yawn, boring. That's not drama to me. I don't care about that. It's not happening. What I want to know is I want to know things about Rob having an OnlyFans page. I need to know information that's pertinent to this season that may or may not have contributed to how things went down, things that have come out since the airing of the show but before the tell-all got aired. Like, come on. So I don't know how they chose the people, but I'm trying to think of what I would have asked. If I was there, I might have asked, I might have asked, this is, now I put myself on the spot, why didn't I prep this? Why didn't I prep for this question that I've given to myself? I would have said, suddenly I know no one. No one in the cast is in my brain. Oh my god. Let's pretend I wasn't asked the question and I'll come back to it. It'll come to me later. So yeah, dumb questions. Dumb questions. You should feel bad. Whoever decided those questions, fired. I've decided, because I'm in charge now. Let's see, who did we touch on next? Not very much, but we did check in with Annalie and Clayton. And they have moved to Oklahoma. And Sean goes, and Clayton, and where is your mom nowadays? She's still living with them. I was losing my mind. Even at the end of the episode when Annalie and Clayton got married, she was like, yeah, I should probably like think about moving out, give them their own space. Now, I don't know the amount of time that took place between the wedding, them moving to Oklahoma, and the tell-all. But why? Why? Move to Oklahoma yourself and live separately. You can live in the same neighborhood, maybe. Or go live closer to your daughter. Like, Brandy is right there, girl. We didn't touch on them too much. Clayton had a couple, like, one-liners. One of them was good, and it was about Jasmine getting anger management classes, and that made me laugh. I thought that was great. But they're going to be touched upon next week more, I'm sure. So I guess we'll see what happens with them. I don't know. They're kind of a toss-up for me. I don't know how to feel about them. I don't know the intentions. Like, the vibe I get from them is just a vibe of confusion. And, like, I don't know. It flips for me every time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have so many strong reservations. Now. Do I go and perform mutilations? That's from Little Shop of Horrors. Sorry. I think about that all the time. I love Little Shop. We know this. I'm a theater kid. Let's see. So the couples we focused on most this week were Gino and Jasmine, Manuel and Ashley, and yeah, those were the two. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so we focused more on Gino and Jasmine and Manuel and Ashley. So Manuel and Ashley, it was like they were just talking about things like, oh, like how everything's going, whatever, and it was like, oh, going well, blah, 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 blah. And then it was like, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Let me perceive. While I do that, I'm going to talk about something else. Like, I don't know. I put it in all caps in my, in my search bar on YouTube, so it just says 90 Day Fiancé Tell All. Oh, well, first they talk about, let me go back. First they talk about, their, relations in the bathroom that one time. And I was like, oh, I didn't want to see that. I don't want to hear about it again. Thank you very much. It's fine. Please never bring that up again. But then, they bring on Ashley's mom. And long story short, Ashley's mom got really upset because Manuel didn't tell, this has been like a long running thing. He didn't tell his family where he was going or like how long he'd be gone. Like he said he was going somewhere for work, and then like the day before the wedding, he like video calls his mom with Ashley and is like, guess what, I'm getting married, I'm in America. And his mom got really upset, and it reminded me a lot of Annalie and Clayton, where Annalie didn't tell her dad, and then she tells him after the wedding, and he's really, really upset. And I just don't think that's the way to go. So it was very interesting there. But then they're kind of going back and forth. Let me see if I can find the clip. That's what I was originally looking for, and then I got distracted. I also should pause the music, which I hope we can hear. I've been trying to... I hope this isn't too loud. Okay. We are gonna cut to this clip super quick, which I also hope isn't too loud. It shouldn't be, but like, don't quote me on that. Okay. This is Ashley's family shares their true feelings about Manuel. I'm gonna see if I might be able to like scrub forward and find exactly the drama bits that I'm looking for. Ashley does look stunning in that green though.
So he lied. I mean, it wasn't that they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know he was coming to America.
When the visa
There's
got approved,
Ashley's mom.
the embassy made a mistake. So
I think she looks beautiful in the green, and I love her makeup.
Or we would have had to start over again.
Yeah, I don't know.
All the political unrest. We were like worried he was
very
even going to be able to get out of Ecuador.
Stacey, does that provide any clarity for you?
Oh yeah, so her mom's name is Stacey,
and that is true.
That's not exactly
they were going on about like, is
he
this?
Left the children saying, "I'm going
he
to
left
go
the
find
children
work."
saying, "I'm
he
going
never
to work."
told them he was actually
and
coming
didn't
to
say
America.
that he was coming to America, that he was marrying Ashley, anything like that.
Goodbye to his children and his mom.
And so she was really upset on his family's behalf.
It wasn't a little lie.
And it
was a big lie.
I think she was justified.
You left your kids. And
Manuel
you
does not want to be there. He could not care.
That's really bad.
Any less.
Oh,
there's Nikki's beautiful dress, by the way. And that's, I think, her sister.
I don't understand.
I don't know. Everyone looked pretty good this episode. Which, I mean, of course, they all get dressed up for the tell-all. I would too. Hold on. Where's the part?
Sister deserves.
Oh yeah, her sister. Okay.
It's okay. Honey.
In what way?
You know,
so maybe they're not going to show it in this clip,
and
but
And
Ashley and
this woman come
Manuel
into her life
send
and,
money
you
back
know,
to Manuel's
deceive her
family, which is fine.
sometimes and, you
But
know, make
so
her feel
does
bad about
Ashley's
herself
mom.
sometimes. Like, it just makes me worried that, you know,
Completely,
he's not
like,
the man for
on
her.
her own.
You know, if he's not right, then, like, go home.
And I'm like, huh? Huh? I'm the huh cat. Huh? Huh? That was me. It's like, what do you mean? They were talking so much about, don't send money to his family. Whatever. What? And Ashley was so hung up about it right when he got to America, where she was like, I'm concerned he's sending too much money to his family. He wants to send, what, I think it was like $400 a month to his family. Whatever. I'm like, hello? Like, do what you want, but was this not... how did you not know? That is your mother. But, they did have a heart-to-heart then, like, at the end, because, Ashley's mom was like, I don't understand, your fixation on money, and you're concerned because you can send all this money to your family, but you get upset, when I buy, like, a $5 coffee, and you say that that's a waste of money. And then he went on this whole thing about how he grew up in poverty, and, you know, Jasmine, supported his statement, I guess, and was like, yes, this is a reality that many people face. And Ashley's mom kind of got humbled a little bit and was like, I'm sorry for blah blah, I'm sorry for like saying that, like, I understand your concern about sorry, this one was so funny to me. It's like, I understand your concern about the money now, whatever. It seems like they made up. And I think maybe they'll stick together. I don't know, it really, that one's like 50-50. Like, if I was to toss a coin, I don't know. I really don't. It's too... They're as volatile as they come. And then, there's also a whole, like, side tangent that Ashley goes on about, like, sex magic or something and candles. It was like a lot, and I didn't want to hear it. That's not drama. That's not talking about this season. That's something that nobody knew about that you are now bringing up, because Sean must have been given the intel. So, like, what's the truth? It was something. All right. It was something. They love to do that, where they just bring up some random, like, tidbit that none of us knew about, where Sean's like, and, it would be like, if they were, like, talking to me, they'd be like, so, like, Cordelia, like, how have your streams been going, whatever, and then Sean would be like, and, please, tell us about your sock puppet collection, we've heard you have that, which, first of all, I don't. But I was just choosing something, you know, completely unrelated, where they just bring it up, and it's like, why? I want to hear and see reactions to things that have already happened, or talk about things that are pertinent to the season. I don't need that kind of update from them. Ashley did do a tarot card reading before the tell-all started, and basically it was her verdict, or what the cards had said, was it was along the lines of a lot of things are going to be said, and like, people need to really listen if they want to believe. They may not believe, like, upon first listen, or something like that. She also, like, saged everyone, including Gino. That made me laugh. There's not enough sage on Earth to get all the bad energy out of him. Oh, poor Gino. I say that, but I can't handle him or Jasmine. And I already saw they were showing previews, because after the tell-all, they're starting a season of Happily Ever After. This is the cycle I live in. This is my Sisyphus moment. I'm pushing the trash TV boulder up the hill, and then it comes tumbling down every time they start a new season of something, and I eat it up every time with a big spoon, and I go, that's me, every time. But we've already seen that Gino and Jasmine are on this upcoming season of Happily Ever After, so any of the fighting they got into at the tell-all was not enough to break them up at that time. It sounds like they may not be together, like, presently. Like, legitimately, I thought, like, I think they weren't supposed to say anything because they didn't want to break an NDA, but I don't know if they're still together or not. But I'm just thinking about how we've had 3 straight seasons of Jasmine and Gino, and I think we all need financial compensation for it, and or earplugs. Because her screaming is next level. I did compare her to Mort once again. I showed my mom. I said, do you remember that movie Madagascar? And she said, no. I mean, well, she said yes, but I was like, do you remember how Mort sounds? And she said, no. So I pulled up a clip, and then I started talking in the voice, and I was like, why do you have the Panamanian flag? And she lost it. Exactly. That is Jasmine's crying. So, okay, Jasmine and Gino are the major players this episode. They ask, you know, the boring, basic whatever, and Jasmine's like, I'm fine, leaves to Michigan, whatever. And then they talk about the butt implants, of course. And, like, was that $2,000 or whatever the loan was from Dane well spent? And she said yes, because they last forever. And, like, that's debatable, first of all, because they don't look good. Like, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm saying that the money was not well spent because the ass looks bad. It does not look good. I'd get my money back, but you can't. What are they gonna do? Like, sorry, your credit card has been declined, and they just take them out? Could you imagine? I'm getting, like, chills thinking about it. That's way too much. That is way too much for me to even think about. So, she had a bit of a point where she's like, these will last forever compared to my wedding dress, which is currently in the basement collecting dust. Which I get that. I do. I'm not saying that she's wrong about that. But I think there's a level of self-awareness because she didn't tell Gino about this. This was money from her ex, Dane. That's the official sound effect of how they make me feel. They make me get angry. They make me go rah, rah, rah. Let me see if I can find some clips of them because they were a mess this episode. But the real heavy hitter for Jasmine and Gino, this is funny, by the way. The Jasmine Rage mood board. I feel like I need to make a Cordelia mood board. I think right now, if I had to choose, I think I'm the top right. What is this shit about Legoland? I think that's me. I think that's me right now. I wish I was at Legoland. I went to Legoland once. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, but I did go. The one in Florida. And I had a good time. Hello! Welcome to my favorite garbage. Jasmine is one of the characters on 90 Day Fiancé right about now. She's been on a couple seasons, and she's interesting. She's very emotional. Someone made this beautiful mood board. It's good. And we're going to see even more of her coming up because they told us she's on the next season of Happily Ever After. Let me see if I can find a clip from the tell-all because what what comes out of this is that I'm thinking about it still. What's coming out of this is that Sean is like, and let's pull up that clip, by the way, of Gino's bachelor party. Jasmine lost her shit. I'd never, ever, 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 ever seen her like that before. It was insane. I'd never seen her that angry in my entire life. Yes, our 90 Day Fiancé. It's my favorite trashy reality TV show about couples that have one's from America and one's from another country, and they have 90 days to get married according to the visa that the international person is on. And chaos ensues every single time with varying levels of I guess, true, real couples, and then just the ones that just want to be on TV, but, whoa, it's a beautiful mess, and I eat it up every single time. And they're on the tell-all right now, so the season has, like, ended, so they've brought all the couples together, and the host is, like, bringing up certain moments, like, are you familiar with this moment? And then everyone goes crazy. It's so good. I've watched every single season, and I have no plans on stopping. I think that's kind of what an addiction sounds like, but this really isn't hurting me in any... This kind of addiction doesn't hurt me or other people. People can choose to ignore me when I talk about this, but I love it. It's my favorite. So they show the clips. Sean is the host of the tell-all, and Gino is Jasmine's husband at this point. And Jasmine has a huge jealousy problem. She used to make him like FaceTime her whenever he'd be out if he was talking to a woman, like any woman. I don't know. She'd be like, and who are you talking to, by the way? And then he'd be like, I'm ordering food at McDonald's, Jasmine. And she'd be like, and that's a woman taking your order? And he'd be like, yeah, Jasmine, that's the only person that's working here. And she'd lose her mind every single time. Oh. I don't know, because they're just so messy. I can't handle them all. So, Sean is like, hey, Jasmine, guess what? We have clips from Gino's bachelor party. And we're gonna show them right now, never before seen footage, and that's when everyone's going, and gasping. Let me see. I don't know if I'm gonna get... Is Twitch gonna yell at me? I think they blurred everything out on the show because it had to go on TV anyway. Let me see. Jasmine's dress in the tell-all was gorgeous, though. Let me try and pull this up. And I'm gonna have to mess with my volume significantly because I'm afraid she's going to break eardrums more than I do. I've never ever seen Jasmine this mad before. Oh no, where is it? Oh, I might have to scrub through this Entertainment Tonight video. So bear with me while I do that. Oh, wait. We might see it at the very start, okay? I'm gonna pull this up. Her dress is beautiful. It reminds me of Ariel's dress at the end of The Little Mermaid, when she gets turned into a human. And we'll see. What happens? Oh my gosh, hello! Oh my god, I wasn't prepared. Hi, Mara! Hi, Zero! Hello, everyone! We're talking about my favorite garbage TV, and I have nothing on the screen! Oh my goodness! Wait, where's my... where's my everything? Now we're looking at Jasmine's legs. Hi! Hi, I'm Cordelia. I love trash TV more than anything in the whole wide world, and I also love theater, and I like to talk about things that I like this garbage TV show, and also my cat, who's very, very cute. I call her Cat Delia. I try to show her sometimes. She's wonderful. Oh! Thank you. It's wonderful to meet everyone. Hello. I love trash TV. I watch it all. I watched every season of 90 Day Fiancé. I watched Love After Lockup, if you're familiar with that one. That's about people that are in relationships with someone in prison. Crazy. There's a new one that I haven't been watching because I think it's too much for me, and it's Seeking Sister Wife. No, and I can't watch the normal Sister Wives either. If you guys want to point out which Jasmine you are on this mood board, I think I'm the one. Oh no, now it's too big. I'm the top right about Legoland. That one's me today. I would love to go back to Legoland. I was there once when I was young. We love mess, and having fun with the mess of other people. It's good. I'm also not good at video games, but I play them anyway. So if anyone wants good gaming content, that is not me. I'm a theater kid at heart, forever and ever and ever. Mara and I both. I'm cringe, but I am free, and I am happy that you can all say hi. Oh, I love this kind of mess is my fave. I hope Anniversary Subathon went well. I stopped in for Power Wash Simulator a little bit. You guys looked like you were having a good time, but then I had to go and have dinner, and my work schedule isn't conducive to a lot of things, but it looked like a lot of fun. So I hope all of that went well. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get this clip to play really quick. I say really quick. It will not be really quick. Sounds good. Alright. Okay. Let me pull this up. And also my chat is lagging on my phone, folks. I am scuffed, but I am free. The image straight to your heart, thighs. Alright. Let me pull this up. It's going to be a brief clip, I fear. This was, we'll find out. This is from, what's it called? Entertainment Tonight clip of Jasmine about to lose her mind. This was after, we found out that Gino went to a strip club for his bachelor party. That's Gino. He always wears a hat like that. I don't know who this woman is. Don't pretend it doesn't say that, because that's what I call my stream, and I said that before I even knew this was on. But basically, she's so possessive of him, she literally flipped her lid every... Your bottom middle? Good. It's so messy. I love these shows. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find it. Oh, wait. let's see if... Okay, they even bring on one of the women that was one of the performers that evening, and I love when they pull out random ass people. This is Daisy. She's one of the dancers. It's like, you're pulling him out of the hat like a freaking rabbit.
Yes, I didn't sit there. I was in the VIP room getting dances by girls.
The veins in her head are going to explode. I do love her Ariel-esque dress. Like, duh, as if you look at my model. But, oh my god. Oh, that's all I can say. This just riles me up, because they've had such a tumultuous back and forth this whole relationship, and they just bring on poor Daisy. And this is also ignoring the fact that Jasmine had a bachelorette party and didn't tell Gino about it either. So, like, the pot calling the kettle black, perhaps?
I can't take her serious. I hate to downplay her feelings, but...
Poor Gino just sits there like this. He never takes that hat off. He took that hat off once. For one wedding photo. He even sleeps in his hat. Not that hat. He has a sleeping hat. He has a sleeping hat. He does. Alright, let me get back to my meme PowerPoint. Hold on. Oh wait, it's here. Okay. I saved a couple Gino Jasmine ones. This one was so good. Ugh. And there's so much drama with these two anyway. Gino had sent her private pictures to his ex-wife. Why? I don't know. And then Jasmine lost her job because of it. Like, that was such a mess. So, like, I can't feel bad for him to an extent, because why the hell would you do that? And then they're just going at it back and forth, and Jasmine didn't tell him about her butt implants that her ex paid for. He didn't tell her. He quit his job. Like, the layers. It's like an onion. It's like an onion. Layers upon layers of mess. That I eat it up. So, how we left the tell-all, was Nikki ran off to comfort Jasmine, so the two most, extravagantly dressed individuals, who apparently they're like friends, because when that stupid question was asked previously about which 90 Day Fiancé cast member would you sleep with, whatever, the answer, Jasmine's like, Nikki was like, I'd be with Jasmine, and I was like, huh? Where? What? And that didn't make any of you guys lose your mind? What is happening? So they ran off. She's crying, and they're like, okay, and well, we're gonna cut to a break, everyone. So they they pull the I don't know, that's where they cut the first part of the tell-all. It was crazy. I don't know what's going to happen next week. We know Gino and Jasmine are still together because they're going to be on the next season of Happily Ever After, which is to see if they live happily ever after or not. But I don't know. I think they're actually not together anymore in real life, but I think it would be breaking NDA if they said that. I don't know. I follow a lot of like the 90 Day Fiancé meme pages, which sounds so sad to say. Not sad, kind of questionable maybe. Maybe that's questionable of me. But I love it. I think it's great. Seen every episode. Many of them more than once. Do I have anything else good saved in here? I try to talk about these garbage shows like once a week, like as a weekly recap of that episode. This was Clayton. Instead of using the $2,000 loan for the butt implants, he should have used it on anger management classes. Wonderful. I love it. It was great. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I'm also just a yapper who goes on crazy side tangents. If you ever wanted to hear someone talk about 20 different things at the same time, you're in the right place. 20 different unrelated things. We'll start counting them off. We'll start counting them off. Oh, it's good. It's fun. This is what I like to do. Just talk about things that make me happy. Including beautiful garbage, such as this. So instead of spending the $2,000 on butt implants, you should have spent it on anger management. Clayton was right. He was right. I do watch a YouTube channel. It's called Psychology in Seattle, and he is a couples therapist, and he can't actually give them any sort of true health advice or anything like that. But he does, give kind of suggestions on what he would do in a similar situation. I find those videos so therapeutic. I'm not in this situation. This will make you feel so good about not having a partner, because at least you're not any of these people. At least you hopefully have indoor plumbing. You're not fighting with your fiance every 5 minutes. 3 full seasons of Gino and Jasmine with no end in sight. Crazy. I don't have anything else related to the show to yap about, so that's when I usually just yap about something else, or go and do something completely different. I'm still comparatively new at streaming. I'm just a baby. That's not true. I'm not a baby. And I love to reference memes that nobody cares about because I've been on Tumblr for too long. Years and years and years and years of Tumblr use. It's continuing to this day. I'm still, I think it's going to wind down, but I'm still obsessed with the Willie's Chocolate Experience in Glasgow. I still think that's the funniest thing in the world. I've been saying, what is that? It's the unknown. Like every day. It's so good. It's my favorite. Everything's my favorite. I feel like Buddy the Elf. Smiling's my favorite. But Mara and I are gonna play Pal World tomorrow, so that's exciting. I hope you're ready for that, 'cause I'm not. I will be, but I'm not right now. Oh, it'll be good. It'll be very, very fun. I'm excited. I'll thank her myself, but I wanted to thank her for inviting me to after it's been a while and we were kind of talking about it, and I just like being included. I just think it's neat, and I'm definitely trying to get myself out there more sociable versus just staying in my trash TV trash can. So yeah, get me out of the garbage and I will most definitely hang out, do more. Oh, I also love the Muppets, by the way. What am I gonna call myself, a Muppet head? That's not right. I don't think what do they call them? Do they call them anything? Or are they just Muppets? Like the fans of the Muppets. I think they're just, I don't know. I'm also a huge Magical Girl fan. Also JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, my beloved. What do they call? What do they call the fans of the Muppets? We're gonna find out. I think my favorite Muppet is Rizzo the Rat. But I love Kermit. Kermie. I'm a big Kerm fan. Muppeters. That's what I want to call them. Muppeteer would be like the Muppet puppeteer. Actually, you know who? So it's one of the Muppets, but not part of. Wait, a Muppet, but not part of the Muppets. Okay, that's a separate category. So like the Sesame Street characters, those are Muppets, but they are not part of the Muppets. Okay, that's a separate group. Is Slimy the Worm, which is Oscar the Grouch's worm friend. What do you call fans of the Muppets? Naming the Muppet fans. Oh my god, MuppetCentral.com. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen. This is so cute. Let's see. Let's check it out. This is old, guys. This is from 2005. Isn't it lovely how things like this can survive? Okay. What did they come up with? Muppies? I'm not mad at Muppies. Muffets? Like Little Miss Muffet? Maybe. Alright, let's see what Beauregard had to say. Muppets, Muffets, Muppy, Muppies, okay? Muppites, Muppetops, that's too much. Muppaholics, Muppaphones. Huh. Muppy. Muppies makes me laugh. A Hensonite. Oh, I love it. Hensonite does sound like an element, a rejected element from the periodic table. Oh, let's see. Muppaholic. I do like Muppaholic. This is a lot. This is crazy that people were having. Oh my god, there's like 6. Is this 6 pages of discussion? Wow. A list. Oh my god, they compiled a whole list. Let's see. Let's see which ones we had. Yeah, Muppeteer. I like that. Mupp-affiliates. That's questionable. Muppaguli? Like colleagues? Muppagules? We're gonna stop that one. Muppalists. Mupponazers. Fangles. We need to be very careful with some of our words here. Kermites is hilarious to me. Step'em, which is Muppets backwards. Moppets. Mops. Mups. Mupsies. Muppatrolls. Muppaholics. Muppinators. Muppinator. It's like a baconator. Could you imagine? I wonder if that could be a good marketing campaign if they do another Muppets movie, which I do hope they do. They can have the Muppinator, and it's Baconator, but it's made of felt. Yeah, so that didn't answer my question, but it sure was a fun thing to try to find out. Food for thought. Slimy the Worm. Let's pull that bad boy up. Oh my god, he's so cute. My god. Look at him. He has a whole family. Oh, and the other thing, all the new JoJomies can come and hang out, and you have to learn about my other favoriteest thing, and they are binky fish. So these are fish that got a pacifier in like an aquarium setting, and then they put it in their mouth, and it's so cute. There's a couple videos that are very good. This is Binky Fish too, Binky Boogaloo. And I have another model, and it has a Binky Fish on it. It's lovely. Okay, I hope this doesn't blast anyone's eardrums out. The Muppet Movie soundtrack is on my Spotify most recent listen to. Okay, let's see. Come on, little Binky Fish. There we go. Okay. I also hope this doesn't blow off anyone's ears. If my laugh breathing into the microphone hasn't done it already. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh my god. They're just so silly. They're just the silliest. That's me walking across the stage. That would be me. Me with the Xbox logo and everything. Oh, they are so funny. This is the like elevator music in my brain. It's just this. The shark tail, that's so good. Every time I see these, oh, that was a lot of flashing lights. I'm very sorry. This is me, Bingy Fish. Bingy Fish. That's my truest form. The iceberg. The iceberg. Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, why does he hate binkies? Psych! Oh, thank God. It's good. Love them. Love those funny little fish. They weren't like the reason my model's the way it is. That was more like a Little Mermaid, Mermaid Melody reasoning. But it definitely helps to see them. I love them. I actually got one other thing, or there's many things I can talk about, but I also, I like to cosplay a lot, and I actually got a print of a Binky Fish at a convention once, and it's so wonderful. I love it. It's on my bulletin board. It's just like a little square. It's got a Binky Fish on it. It's lovely. It is wonderful. It's so good. Yeah, I've gone to a ton of conventions and I have a lot of fun stories in regards to that. But it's been a fun, interesting time doing all of that for sure. And I'd love to cosplay my VTuber model someday. I was talking about, like, if I can go, there's a pretty big convention on the east coast of the United States called KatsuCon, and I've only gone once, but I would love to go again, and that's a good con to bring, like, your most impressive builds. And I'm like, what if I made a Cordelia cosplay? Like, that would be crazy. I'd have to be really good. I'd have to be much better at sewing than I am now. But I would definitely have a good time. I wouldn't hurt to try. Yeah, I love Magical Girls. I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Madoka Magica is my favorite anime. And then also Death Parade is one of my favorites. If you're familiar with Death Parade, those who know. It's only 12 episodes. It is wonderful. I love it. Yeah, JoJo Part 4 is my favorite. And I need to read more of the manga. I stopped in halfway through part 8, I think. I stopped watching. It's fine. It's all good. I'm not reading. I have soup for brain. Oh. But yes, it's very fun. I'm a theater kid at heart. I love to break into random little songs all the time. I know on Mara's stream earlier she was talking a bit about her time as a theater kid, and I was also more of an actor than crew, but I was never like a lead. But that's okay. There's no small parts, only small actors. And we were all quite small at the time. But I did do some tech work. I took a stagecraft class, and we had to learn light board, soundboard, counterweight system. We did set building, we did set teardown, all of those things. So I have rudimentary knowledge of all of that stuff. And then I've taken like acting theory classes, things like that. That's always been fun. And I just enjoy live theater very much. I think it's one of the best mediums we have for expressing ourselves. And I think you can convey a lot through live performance of any kind. So I recommend it if you have a chance to see any kind of live performance. Any of it, I think it's an opportunity you should take. Oh, I guess I should show off more of my model, folks. For all the new people here, let me make sure all my toggles are on. Because I know they're not. Because she's got a lot going on. Let me see. I do have 2 models because I have too many ideas in my head. But let's see. Okay, we're adding the layers. And my tail is okay. Let me pull this up for realsies then. For realsies, like that actually means anything. Oh, we still have the Oompa Loompa on here, huh? Okay, let me move that. How about this instead? How do we feel? Where's chat? Let me move you guys down. Put you in your box. Wee. Thanks, chat. Have fun in your box. Your heart, actually, it's not a box. Okay. Let me zoom my model out now. Maybe. No. Oh, I had too many things open. Okay. Alright, okay. Let me unlock this. Thank you for dealing with the scuff of it all. Okay. Hello? I'm trying to pull it all up. My VTube Studio is saying no. Oh, unlock. There we go. Alright, now we're cooking. Jesse, let him cook. Okay. Alright. I'm so small now. There we go. This is my full model. in all of its glory. It's wonderful to see it all move. Like, if you know what I mean. Where sometimes, you know, I usually won't load the whole tail, because it's more work for my pooter, but it's lovely, it's wonderful. The boa is still my fave. Let's see, what else can we do here? I have the unknown as a hotkey from, I did a reading of the Willie's Chocolate Experience script. That was so good. Oh. It's wonderful waving for everyone. Yes, it's good. It's fun. Thank you all. I'm trying to see here. I'm debating on when I need to go to sleep. That's what I'm debating right now. Let's see. Alright, we may... I don't usually... This is gonna sound so, like, silly. Okay? I don't often raid people because I get anxious about it, okay? But this might be the time to try, you know? I might be brave. And let's try it and see what happens. How about that? Let's see. Oh, okay. Perfect. Alright. We're gonna do this and we're gonna have a good time. Thank you everyone for checking out my stream. Friends old and new. JoJomies is what I like to call those that stick around and hang out with me. So, welcome to the raid train. Let's go say hi to Say, and I hope I see you next time. And Mara and I are going to collab tomorrow with Pal World. It'll be my first like real collab, so please be gentle. But let's go hang out. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Alright, let's see. Why did it not go through? Hold on. We're gonna do this on my end. Pretend I'm doing nothing. I'm gonna pretend to know what I'm doing. I have the freaking Oompa Loompa in the background. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out. Let's see. Okay, we're just... Thanks for hanging out and dealing with this. Okay. We're gonna go... Alright. We're gonna go raid Say, so thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Oh no, did it not go?